The following program is a Greenlight Maine production being brought to you in part by Bangor Savings Bank.
It's the way life should be. Greenlight Maine, building Maine's economy. Greenlight Maine, start here, scale here, stay here. It's your Maine and mine, building Maine's economy, one dream at a time. It's the way life should be. Greenlight Maine.
Welcome to the Greenlight Maine College Season Finale. We have brought you some of the most innovative and brightest students on campuses across our state. They are all winners, but now we are down to 3. Today, they will compete for more than $20,000 in cash to invest in their companies right here in the great state of Maine. But first, we want to say hi to our judges who are forward thinkers and doing so much for our state. Welcome, Carlos Mello from the Finance Authority of Maine.
Hi, I'm Carlos Mello. I am with FAME, and it's all about building the workforce for FAME and helping families attain higher education, as well as building our economy by helping Maine businesses attain capital.
Excellent. Next up, we have Gavin Robinson from Bangor Savings Bank.
Excited to be here. I'm Gavin Robinson with Community Relations at Bangor Savings Bank. Proud to be a founding sponsor of Greenlight Maine, supporting entrepreneurship and everything that you're doing to drive the Maine economy forward.
And rounding out our panel is John Karp from Maine Technology Institute. Welcome, John.
Thank you. I work as an executive in residence at MTI. I also work part-time with the Maine Manufacturing Extension Partnership as a bridge between the two groups. I also am a partner in the oldest woolen manufacturing company in Maine. And just so I don't get bored, I'm the vice chairman of the Owl's Head Transportation Museum, where we've just done a major pivot into STEM education. All the programs are available at owlshead.org.
Thank you for making the time for us today. All right, our first company is from the University of New England. They call themselves Underdog, but they are anything but. Welcome back, Dylan and Joey.
Thank you. I'm Joey.
And I'm Dylan.
And we're the founders of Underdog. When we started the brand in 2019, initially we started as a motivational clothing line, and our goal was to culminate a community of like-minded individuals who are striving to accomplish their wildest dreams. Through fitness and inspiration, our community grew, but we wanted to have a bigger impact, an impact that could supply athletes like ourselves with passion, trust, and transparency.
At the time, we were unsatisfied with the current array of energy drinks available. They're either full of sugar, artificial sweeteners and preservatives, severely underdosed on performance ingredients, or lack transparency on their label. We knew we could come up with a better solution. We spent the next year and a half formulating the first iterations of UD Energy, which is now Underdog Performance Drink, and launched in the fall of 2022. We successfully created a healthier, more effective alternative to traditional energy drinks. It's naturally flavored and sweetened, 0 sugar, no artificial additives, and we have 5 key ingredients to fuel performance. We're the only beverage available on the market today that has a fast and a timed-release caffeine source, 2 nootropics for enhanced focus, and citrulline for muscular support. We also took our transparency to the next level and got our Informed Sport certification, which deems the product banned substance-free and that our label is accurate.
The energy drink market is rapidly growing and is expected to reach $188 billion by the year 2031. And with consumers becoming more aware of the harmful additives included in most food and beverage products nowadays, we've positioned ourselves as a trailblazer in the market with our clean formulation, effective partnership initiatives, and social impact campaigns. We're also starting to see success on the retail side of things as well. After our first year of online sales, we onboarded with a local Portland-based distributor called Brickyard Brands, which helped us expand our retail presence. And this past summer, we onboarded with 2 large distributors to help cover our local launch into the 16 Massachusetts-based Hannaford locations. And within 6 months of retail sales, we were approved for authorization into the remainder of the 189 locations. Now we have 8 distributors across New England, covering approximately 500 stores.
A critical piece in any business is building the right team. Since our last time on Greenlight Maine 2 months ago, we've made 2 great additions to ours, bringing on Cliff Morgan, the founder of G Fuel, and Lee Asher, the founder of the Asher House and world-renowned animal rescuer, with over 10 million followers across all his platforms. Both Cliff and Lee will be joining us in executive level positions to help expand nationally and become a major competitor in the energy drink space. But this isn't just another influencer deal. This is a massive strategic partnership directly tied to our mission with a greater cause. In bringing on Lee, we'll be donating cans to shelter workers and first responders each month, those who truly embody what it means to be an underdog.
Since our pitch in April, we've raised an additional $500,000 to scale production and keep up with growing demand. Now we're looking to close out our $1.5 million funding round next month to continually support our product line efforts and also have a greater impact on the community that we've built. Thank you.
Done so much in a short time. Congratulations. All right, Carlos, kick us off.
Thank you. Talk to me about where you're producing the product, who are your partners, how are you sourcing your raw material?
Absolutely. So we just did our largest production run 2 weeks ago now at NVE Pharmaceuticals in Andover, New Jersey. It's a much larger production facility. We've had a series of partners over our time since 2022. We started very small and local in Framingham, Mass. And then we started working with Noble Beverages in Seabrook, New Hampshire. We've since outgrown them and moved to NVE Pharmaceuticals. So we source all the ingredients and NVE fulfills the cans for us.
Gavin.
Great presentation. My question is, you mentioned your products. How many different products do you have in your current lineup right now?
Yeah, so currently we just have 3 flavors of one SKU, so it's Underdog Performance Drink. So we have the Strawberry Lemonade, which was our first flavor. Blue Raspberry was our second, and our most recent that we just came out with in December is Patriot Pop. So it's that traditional Rocket Pop flavor, red, white, and blue popsicles.
Super cool. John.
The remaining 1 million from your current round, can you talk to any soft circled money yet? Where are you with that last million?
Yeah, so we're in conversations with 2 investment groups right now. On the smaller side, more in that $150,000 to $250,000 investment range, but we've raised most of our money through private investors who have either been in the financial industry, have been former CEOs, or are founders of their own companies as well.
Awesome job, guys. Congratulations. And just real quick for our folks at home, you guys are also hockey players, so UNE, right?
Yep.
Tell us what you play and how'd the season go?
Yeah, it was a great season. So I play center.
I'm a goalie. Yeah.
And yeah, we were both seniors on the team this year. We ended up making it to the first round of the NCAA tournament. Unfortunately, that was where our season came to an end, but it was great just to get into the NCAA tournament.
Awesome job. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. We need to take a quick break. Colby College is on deck, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Come on over. Awesome job.
Since 1852, Bangor Savings Bank has been helping New Englanders thrive by living our You Matter More promise. We invest in Northern New England because your ideas, your well-being, and your business matter to us. Our commitment is reflected in our caring employees, innovative solutions, and investments in local communities. At Bangor Savings Bank, you are at the heart of everything we do because you matter more.
With so many Medicare options, it can be confusing. At Martin's Point, we make your Medicare choices easy. Our all-in-one Medicare plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, and prescription drugs, dental, vision, and eyewear, fitness and wellness reimbursements, with premiums and copays as low as $0. As one of the highest-rated Medicare Advantage plans in New England, you can feel confident you're covered. Call or visit us online today to request your free Medicare Made Simple guide.
Welcome back to the Greenlight Maine College season finale. Our next company is from Colby College, and she's helping teachers everywhere. Welcome, Katie Bernard.
Hi, my name is Katie, and I'm the founder of ExamWell. As a college senior nearing graduation, I can say with confidence that teachers have been some of the most valuable and influential people in my life. Education is the key to success for future generations, yet the very people that make that possible, teachers, are overworked and burning out. The COVID-19 pandemic intensified teacher shortages, and districts across the country are struggling to retain their educators who are putting in long, uncompensated hours outside of the classroom. The top time-consuming task that teachers face is creating high-quality, cheat-proof, monthly exam and weekly quiz problems. Existing problem banks are limited, not customizable, and overly simplistic, while AI tools like ChatGPT are unreliable for education, lacking the trust and credibility that teachers need. What's missing in the market is a trustworthy solution that offers credible, highly specific, and high-quality problems that are tailored to every teacher's individual classroom needs. That's where ExamWell comes in. ExamWell is the first AI-powered problem bank built with a teacher verification network at its core. Teachers generate highly specific problems by setting parameters like subject, skill, question format, educational objective, and curriculum alignment. They can further customize problems with diverse names and themes that resonate with students, an approach proven to boost engagement and performance. Our generative AI leverages advanced prompt engineering methods and a robust fact-checking LLM architecture to ensure the highest quality problems. What sets Example apart is its teacher verification network, the most valuable aspect of the platform. When a teacher searches for a problem, they first see trusted problems that have been verified by other educators. Then Example generates new problems for them to review and approve. Once verified, these problems are added to the growing database, reinforcing the network effect. So the more teachers that use Example, the more powerful it becomes, creating a resource that is uniquely valuable and difficult to replicate. Maine teachers in particular are overworked, and districts like Lewiston, for example, have come close to shutting down due to teacher shortages. I plan to sell Example subscriptions directly to teachers starting in Maine to alleviate their workload, and I'm planning on starting with prompts and UI engineered specifically for Maine curriculum standards. I have developed a minimally viable product and have been demoing with teachers, but I'm seeking funding to finalize my development and power my go-to-market advertising strategy. Support me in giving teachers their unpaid hours back so that they can focus on what truly matters, shaping the next generation, and so that students can engage with more effective and meaningful assessments that support their learning. A stronger, more sustainable educational system means better outcomes for students and a brighter future for us all. Thank you.
Way to ask for the funding, so great job, Katie. All right, kick us off, Carlos.
Katie, can you talk to us about how you've recruited your teacher validation network and what's that robustness of it?
Yes, so to recruit the teacher validation network, my go-to-market strategy starts with releasing boosted teaser problems on TikTok and LinkedIn, targeting teachers with hashtags like EdTech and TeachTalk to directly connect with them. And I'm also I'm going to sponsor educational newsletters to connect with teachers. I'm also interested in partnering with trusted teacher influencers to authentically promote Example within their circles. And so these will begin to bring teachers in. And I'm also looking into reaching out to school districts and having a referral program that gives teachers a free month of access for bringing their peers into the network. And so this early go-to-market strategy will begin to build out the number of teachers on my platform. Right now I have the minimally viable product and I'm running demos, but I'm building out my wait list. There are different ways that I've thought about building out the verification network, which is giving teachers initially free access or just beta access to start to verify these problems as they roll in, or even paying teachers initially to verify problems. And then once this verification network gets built out, then it's really a network effect. The more teachers that come in, the stronger it becomes.
Thank you.
Gavin.
Thanks. So as you're building out these exams, Katie, I heard you say the state of Maine. Is it tied into some of the core standards for the state of Maine's education?
Yes. So the way that I'm generating these problems originally is with really long prompts that have been specialized for generating certain types of problems. So I'm using the prompt engineering that have tons of examples of all of the different educational objectives, curriculum objectives baked in. And so when teachers generate problems with these prompts, they can put in the UI, they could say certain Maine curriculum standards that they're looking to hit. And so this is different from state to state, so I'm really starting to focus with Maine, and then it generates those problems for them.
Thanks.
Okay, we just need a quick question and answer.
All right, so your value to the teacher is obvious. My question is, do you have any plans to market to the school districts, perhaps on the basis of staff retention?
Yes, I am looking for district sales in the future, but right now districts are difficult to sell to because they have long purchasing cycles. And so I am selling directly to teachers as a monthly subscription as a productivity tool right now.
Excellent, and congratulations to you, Katie. All right, Thomas College is up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Come on over. Great job.
am truly awestruck by the innovation that exists.
Fame has fundamentally been a part of keeping the business community here resilient and robust.
Our role is to help.
Come on in. To have people in your corner that will guide you through the whole process is really helpful.
When they say, hey, we believe in this, it's a real boost to confidence.
Fame works for Maine, helping businesses and lenders create a bright economic future.
It's about helping Maine grow.
Welcome back to the Greenlight Maine College Season Finale. Our last finalist comes from Thomas College, and if you like wine, you're going to love this. Whenever you're ready, Zephyr Lani Caputo.
How would you like to be able to uncork a bottle of wine and pour out a couple of glasses for your friends and family, knowing that this wine was made from grapes that you grew yourself on your own land? For most people, that is almost impossible with the expensive equipment and technical knowledge needed to make wine. I believe there are plenty of people in the state who are passionate about wine and who want a homemade product, and we all know that Maine-made products are very popular. At Maine Vineyards, we have the solution. We will break down those barriers by providing our own winemaking equipment and the expertise to make the wine. The business model will be like a co-op where members will join, and the first year we will go to their land, build a vineyard, and over the next 3 years, the time it takes for grapevines to mature, we'll give them advice on how to take care of the vines. Then we will come back and process their grapes and bottle their wine for them. After we bottle the wine, they can either keep the wine for themselves for holidays or for special occasions, or they can sell it back to the business and we'll distribute it to restaurants or grocery stores throughout the state. I'm really passionate about this idea. My family actually recently built our own vineyard on our land in Whitefield and just started making wine. I envision Maine becoming a micro wine region in the Northeast where the community will make world-class wines and contribute to Maine's economy by bringing tourists from across the country, built by our community, our members, the people of Maine. I would love to build on this idea and empower those people to make wine and to contribute to Maine's economy. Thank you.
Excellent pitch. You're so passionate, and I know you're going to do this. All right, Carlos.
That's wonderful. So talk to me about how you're sourcing the kits, how you're doing it, what's the business model, how does that work?
Okay, so we will purchase grapevines starters from a nursery, and when we purchase in bulk, it's much cheaper so that we're able to lower that cost. Then we build the vineyard, make the trellises and all that, and then we will have a mobile processing unit with all the crushers and the distillers and the filters, and then and the bottler, and we'll come through to each person's place and make the wine for them.
Wonderful.
That's great. I love the vision of Maine having a wine trail. Can you tell me some about what's the length of time for a consumer to purchase your product and then have a bottle?
Okay, so it's 7 years. The grape vines take 3 to 4 years to mature to when you can actually harvest the fruit. And then we're looking at red wines right now, and those take a minimum of 2 years to get a good age on them.
Mm-hmm.
What's the capital needs for a company like this? Is your vision like one van and a crew of a few people, or how are you looking at scaling?
So with more members, we would look to acquire more help and more equipment, but right now we have the equipment to start off small.
So how many members do you need, and are people buying the land, or are they putting it in their backyards?
That's a great question. It would be in their backyards or their front yards, wherever they have land. To really scale it, we would look to get around 50, but it can start small. It's a very flexible business model.
Awesome. Great idea. Congratulations on making it to the finals.
Thank you.
All right, our judges are going to deliberate next, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Marshall, the PR maven, here today with the Greenlight Maine Marketing Minute. News media and influencers are different. The difference between pitching news media and contracting with an influencer lies in intent and approach. When pitching news media, the focus is on securing unbiased coverage rooted in factual reporting with the goal of reaching a broader audience. Journalists prioritize newsworthiness and credibility, often requiring a compelling story angle. In contrast, contracting with an influencer involves a collaborative relationship where the influencer creates engaging content that showcases the product or service. This arrangement is often paid, allowing for more creative freedom and targeted messaging. While both strategies aim for positive exposure, their methods and outcomes differ significantly within the PR landscape.
ARB's advisors are providing savvy solutions to Greenlight Maine startups, closely held businesses, and organizations that operate internationally. And we're doing it the way you'd want Mainers to, guided by our local, sensible values.
Whether you're a small business or a big business, whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, whether you're on the coast, in the city, a small town, wherever. If you're an organization here in Maine, if you want to innovate, and if you want to grow, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
Welcome back to the Greenlight Maine college season finale. We just watched 3 impressive pitches, and we're going to start with underdog only because Dylan and Joey pitched first, but that was very outstanding.
Yeah. Outstanding, really mature for beyond their years in developing a business and getting it out. Their challenges, they're in a very crowded space. How do you find room in the water and drink businesses is extremely crowded.
Yeah, I agree. I think that they have a scalable product and their challenge will be being unique. And my question mark was if they stay in Maine. I hope they do, right?
And I think their professional guidance that they've established with the G Fuel founder is a profound help to their potential for success.
Mm-hmm.
They just produced 500,000 cans that they told you about off camera, because I know you guys get to spend time. And yeah, go, UNE. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Colby College. Katie, also very impressive.
Katie's doing a great job. Found a really critical niche. I have a son who teaches high school biology and chemistry, and I'm sure he would be a customer for her right off the bat. A really impressive thought about how she would sustain the position of her company by essentially bringing together all of those knowledge-based teachers to continue the product. Wonderful job.
Yeah, she said if teachers spend $9 a month, it will cut back on the amount of work that they have to do, and that's worth it.
Yeah, I thought the social impact of her idea was great to help teachers be more efficient. And she was really focused on Maine and helping Maine teachers, right?
Absolutely.
So I like that aspect of it.
And a secondary value is the verification network of teachers that she builds. That probably has as much value as the idea itself.
Oh, absolutely.
In the long term.
Absolutely.
Okay, Maine Vineyards, great idea.
Wonderful idea, love it. It's a cooperative strategy to get it done. It all comes down to the execution and being able to get people to want to come on board.
Yeah, I think there's some interesting branding that can happen at the individual level, right? This is the taste of the terroir in my backyard, right?
Yeah.
And then the main wine trail aspect, I think, has some good ideas there.
Yeah, experiential learning or enjoyment is a huge trend, and I think he fits that very well. I think that he's going to have to really watch his costs for the startups of these vineyards on the first-year model. But yeah, interesting idea.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely has the family support behind him because his family just built a vineyard, so he's got expertise.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so you guys have to think about how you're going to divide up more than $20,000 for these students. So we're going to give you a minute to do that. We're going to take a short break and hear from our sponsors. And when we come back, we'll have our winners. We'll be right back.
Darlings Brunswick Ford has pickup and delivery service. Our team saves you time by picking up your vehicle for a service appointment and then dropping it off when it's done at no cost to you. Call 844-5945 today.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we are in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
Located off I-95 in Oakland, First Park is known as Central Maine's most connected business park. It features high-speed fiber internet, 3-phase power, and is located in a foreign trade zone, connecting your business to a world of opportunity. With shovel-ready, pre-permitted sites and only a short distance to the local airport and rail service, First Park also makes it easy for entrepreneurs, innovators, and businesses to distribute or receive products around the globe. Interested in locating your business to First Park? Get an exclusive offer at firstpark.com/gift.
Welcome back to the Greenlight Maine College season finale. The entire season comes down to this moment. We're going to reveal the students starting with 3rd place. Judges, starting with 3rd place, we have Maine Vineyards for $5,000. 2nd place for $7,500 is Examwell. And that means Underdog is the grand prize winner for $10,000. Congratulations to all of you. You are very impressive. Well, that's all the time that we have. We need to thank our premier sponsor, Bangor Savings Bank, the Finance Authority of Maine for sponsoring the top prize, Maine Technology Institute. We also have to thank Thomas College for coordinating the entire college series, and all of our sponsors. You can check out all of our episodes on greenlightmaine.com. We want to thank all of you at home for watching all season long, and we'll be back next week with the season finale of regular Greenlight Maine season number 10. Thank you so much and have a successful week. Awesome job, guys. Congratulations. Come on over.
Great job. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Thank you. Really good job.
Greenlight Maine would like to thank our premier partner, Bangor Savings Bank, our corporate partners, and our sponsors. Thank you.